The Shamina Begum's family is trying to fight for citizenship. What's up, guys? This is GN Guy. If you like my content, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe. So, the UK government is quite executively trying to take away her citizenship. Sadiq Khan, or if you disagree or agree with this decision, is trying to revoke Shamina Begum's citizenship. The family of Shamina Begum has begun an appeal process to review the decision to strip Shamina of her citizenship. Miss Begum is one of three schoolgirls from Bethnal Green who joined ISIS in 2015 and resurfaced in Syria last month. Home Secretary Sajid Javid revoked her citizenship and is not allowing her to come back, which is essentially making her stateless. The UK's excuse for that is basically, her family was from Bangladesh, so she's eligible for Bangladeshi citizenship. But to be honest with you, Bangladesh is going to dance around this issue. They're going to play this little football game of, hey, it's your problem. They're going to try to kick this can down the road, and they're not going to focus on it. It's not a priority for them. It's speculated that Miss Begum, who is of Bangladeshi heritage, may have citizenship there. However, Bangladesh Minister of State and Foreign Affairs Shahir Alam denied this. Tashina Akanji, who represents Miss Begum, questioned how the removal of her citizenship could help propagate when people who have actively sought for Islamic State have faced the same treatment. So this is basically a PR stunt by the UK government because they don't want her back. They've allowed a lot of other ISIS fighters back, but they definitely don't want her back. And I understand that. I don't want her back either. I want her in a camp in Kurdish territory where we pay for the imprisonment of these people. We should not allow these people back until we have 100% certainty that these people are no longer a threat. So, picked up Saud ISIS territory and began back in Britain. Only 10% have been prosecuted. He asked how it could be proportionate for a 19-year-old girl who has a child not allowed to return to the UK when the others have allowed to return. That's a valid statement. You've allowed these other people to return. You've set a precedent. You shouldn't have allowed any of the other people to return. In matter of fact, Mr. Akanji said the appeal had been launched by the family because the difficult situation Shamina is in. The appeal sought by Begum's mother claims a secretary decision, meaning Begum's life is in danger, leaving her suffering degrading treatment in Syria and refugee camps. She faces threats from ISIS extremists. Well, she shouldn't have gone there in the first place. February, a letter from Sajid Javid and Begum's mother contained news of the decision to revoke her citizenship. In the letter, the Home Secretary wrote that she, in such order, believing that because her parents were Bangladeshi heritage, the teenager could apply for citizenship there. Kanji's statement said that Shamina and the Al Roj camp formal instruction where the authorities were given permission. This is Shamina Begum's lawyer. He tried to meet her about a week ago and he was stopped by SDF and the American backed forces that were there. So they don't want her back either. The American people do not want Shamina Begum come to the UK because she's obviously a threat. If she comes back, it's going to be a slap in the face of our government as well as the populace. It's not just the state, it's the populace as well. But if she doesn't come back, it also sets a terrible precedent that the government could do whatever it wants to whoever it perceives as an enemy. You don't want this to happen. You don't want the government to have that precedence. But on a similar note, you don't want these people, these ISIS fighters, these people who are loyal to ISIS still. These are one of the hard believers. She stayed with ISIS to the very end. She went there on her own accord, and she married several ISIS fighters. She, quote unquote, fell in love when she was only 15 with this 21-year-old guy, and now she's regretting her decision. She's already lost 3 children, and I don't want her to reproduce. She shouldn't have any more children. Sterilize that bitch. She should not be able to come back. They should do the same thing they did to the Thuggees in India. Back during the 1800s, the British government rounded up these Thuggees. They put them in different camps. They put them in segregated camps where males were on one camp and the females were on the other camp. And sooner or later, they died out. It wasn't cruel. It was definitely kind of cruel, but it wasn't like the Nazi Germany or the gulags of the Soviet Union. It's a little different. It's the places they lived and they died out because they weren't allowed to reproduce with each other. It should do the same thing with Shamina Begum. We should not bring her to the UK because if she does come back to the UK, she is a civilian. But if she is still in Syria, she is technically someone that's fighting against the British government as well as the other Western governments. She should be prosecuted in a military court due to her military actions against her home country. They should give her no quarter. They should take away her rights to. They should give her the right to appeal, but through a military judicial system. Not through a traditional judicial system, because she's not a civilian at this point. As far as I'm concerned, we should determine the fact that she was either a civilian or a military before even going to the fact. And I have strong indication that she was pretty fervent on joining ISIS. She really wanted to join ISIS, and she probably took some active role in fighting for ISIS. I don't think she just went there and just became a housewife. That's very unlikely. She went there, she wanted to marry, she wanted to help ISIS, she wanted to belong to a group, and she most likely contributed to some of the atrocities. So guys, if you like my content, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe.